Jessica, how's it been going? I heard about your new house. You guys are doing a new build? That's so exciting! James told me all about it when I talked to him the other day.
Hey, Margaret, thanks for checking in. Yeah, we are excited about it. Did James reach out to you? What all did he tell you?
James never reaches out anymore. I'm always the one initiating conversation. He didn't tell me much, just the basics. I swear, it's like he forgets I even exist. If it wasn't for me calling him, we'd never talk. Where did I go wrong with him? I really wish he'd be better about keeping in touch with me. Can you talk to him about that?
I can try. I don't think it's anything personal, though. He can just be an airhead at times. I'm glad he told you about the house, though. We really lucked out finding it. The housing market has been crazy as of late.
You sure did. I never thought James would actually grow up enough to get his own place, let alone build one. Did he get a promotion?
It's all still very early in the planning process. We haven't met with the architects or done any customization to the base model yet.
That makes more sense. Nothing's concrete then. Do you even own the lot?
It's actually further along than you might think. The building itself is almost completed. We just need to figure out what we want done on the inside to make it our own. Literally everything can be customized, from where we want outlets to the style of cabinets, etc. It's pretty overwhelming. We're just taking it one step at a time to make sure it's just right.
What's the layout of the house? Make sure you get an island in the kitchen. Once you've had one, you'll never want to be without one again. A new house presents endless possibilities. I'm actually quite envious of you.
We're really excited to finally have a place of our own. And that was one of the first things I told the builders. I've been wanting more counter space in the kitchen, and an island makes the most sense to achieve that. We're gonna have to make all sorts of decisions like that coming up soon.
You guys will be fine. Nothing beats a new house. No matter what you choose, you can't possibly screw it up. I never realized James was doing so well at work. I figured you guys would be in an apartment for life.
James isn't the only one who works. I make a decent living myself. This is something we've really wanted for a while too. We've been saving and doing our best to create our forever home. We're just fortunate that a lot became available at the perfect time.
That definitely helps. I'm glad to hear it. This is so exciting. Needless to say, you're building a two-family home, right?
That's the plan.
Being the younger couple, you'll be on the top floor, yeah? Us old folk can't handle stairs anymore. If possible, you should look into adding a third story. Sometimes it's nice to have a layer of separation between the two families. You can add an elevator inside the house, too. That way, all floors are easily accessible. You gotta consider the elderly in these sorts of things.
We're taking everything into consideration. Thanks for the advice.
When is it supposed to be completed? Hopefully soon.
As I said, we're still figuring out what modifications we want done. The more we change, the more time it'll take. Once we've figured out what we want to do, we should have a lot clearer idea on the timeline. I'll let you know when that time comes.
That makes sense. Don't take too long with it now. We need to get this house done ASAP. I'll get more of the details from James.
I'd appreciate it. He has a better grasp of the situation than me. He's been pretty busy between work and the house, though. He might not get back to you right away. Please be patient with him.
Is it really necessary for you to dictate how and when I can talk to my own child? I'll call him whenever I want. Why are you acting like this? Are you hiding something from me?
I'm just giving you a heads up. I'm not trying to boss you around. Relax. He rarely is able to talk during work hours, not even to me. It's not unusual for him to be out at the office meeting with clients either. He's told me before that you've left some really aggressive messages for him when he didn't pick up. It's nothing personal. He just doesn't have much wiggle room with his job.
I left them because I was worried about him. Who doesn't pick up when their mother calls?
I'll make sure he gets back to you after work hours. Please be patient with him. We've got a lot on our plates right now.
Fine, you've made your point.
He's the same way about responding to texts. It's best if you don't send him a barrage of messages. I think it just stresses him out more. Please respect his space a bit more.
You done? You're such an insufferable woman. This is why we don't get along. You don't understand how this relationship is supposed to work at all.
Huh? I didn't realize you felt that way. I always thought we got along fine.
Talking back to me is fine. A good daughter-in-law would have contacted me as soon as you purchased the lot. I shouldn't have needed to hear about this from my son. It's your responsibility to keep me in the loop, especially if James is as busy as you say.
I'm sorry you feel that way. I've also been very busy myself.
What could possibly be more important than this? Purchasing a new home is a huge milestone, and you didn't even bother to tell me. Whatever. I sent you guys something the other day. Consider it a housewarming gift. It should arrive soon. A neighbor of mine is a fisherman. He caught more than he could sell, so I sent you some of the extra. I hope you enjoy it.
I appreciate the consideration.
Needless to say, it's fish. Properly clean it before you eat it. You know that much at least, right?
I know how to prepare food. Are you insinuating that I don't know how to cook? Or is something wrong with a fish?
Who knows? A couple days in the post can't be good for fish.
I see. No amount of cleaning is going to make that edible. Why even bother sending it?
You'll be fine. It might be a little spoiled, but it's still edible. Or not. It's fish after all.
Is the fish even cooked? Or are you just sending me spoiled raw fish?
Does it matter? It's raw, but it's delicious. It was, at least. His stuff is the best. You can't buy this kind of quality produce anywhere.
I'm sure it was, but if it's already going bad, maybe I'll try it another time.
Be grateful. I'm offering you some high-quality stuff here. It might smell a bit, but you'll be fine.
I appreciate the sentiment, but I'm not sure we'd eat it.
I know James hates fish, so please enjoy it all yourself.
All right. Thanks for the gift.
Let me know after you try it. I want to know what you think of it. I have text alerts set up, so I'll know when you receive it.
Just out of curiosity, when did your neighbor give you this fish?
3 months ago or so. I'd forgotten about it. I found it when I was cleaning out my fridge the other day.
You've been keeping it in your fridge for over 3 months. You didn't realize something had been in there for that long? It's gotta smell pretty bad by now. You didn't happen to notice an expiration date on the package, did you? I feel like we might be long past its expiry date.
Those expiration dates are such nonsense. As long as something's in the fridge, it'll last for months. I've eaten things well past expiry tons of times and never gotten sick.
For some things maybe, but not produce, especially not raw fish. Fridges are great and all, but they can't preserve things forever.
Are you really going to decline my gift? I was nice enough to consider you. Most people would just accept the gift without arguing.
I'm not trying to argue, and I do appreciate that you thought of me.
If I say it's fine, it's fine. Leave it at that.
All right, I won't say anything else.
Glad that's settled. I'm heading out. I'll talk to you later.
Right, I'll be taking my leave as well. Have a good one.
I got a notification that the package arrived.
Hi, Margaret. How are you doing? You're right, I received it.
When did it get there?
I got it yesterday evening.
And you didn't think to call me? Or at the very least, send me a text?
I'm sorry, I got tied up. We were busy doing stuff around the house before I realized that it was already quite late in the evening.
With what? You should have contacted me as soon as you got it. I told you to do that. How did you forget?
You did. I'm sorry, I forgot.
I feel bad for James, having to be married to a woman without any common sense. It must be hard for him.
There's something I'd like to ask you. Why did you send it via regular mail? Was that intentional? I figured you would use a refrigerated package for sending food. Even just including some dry ice would have preserved it to some degree.
That's expensive. Do you think I have that kind of money to shell out?
I realize that. However, you sent raw food in the middle of summer.
I already explained this to you. It doesn't matter if it's spoiled or not. It came from a good place. It's fine to eat. You don't even know that much. How are we supposed to live together? I'm gonna have to teach you everything.
Sorry.
You need to get your act in gear. You can't possibly expect me to teach you everything. By the way, how's the house coming along? I haven't heard anything from James in a while.
No major changes. We're still figuring things out.
What the hell is taking so long? Just sit down one evening and get it figured out. I want that house to be completed ASAP. You can't expect me to sit around waiting for forever.
It's not as easy as you're making it out to be. We're getting multiple options about a couple of different options. Neither of us have ever done anything like this before. We want to make sure it's right. This is the simplest time to make modifications. Once your stuff is in there, changing anything will be a nightmare.
I guess that's true. Just be sure to let James make most of the decisions. He has experience living in a house before, unlike you.
Yeah, okay.
Stop leaving me in the dark. I'm tired of always having to ask for updates. Tell me as soon as something is decided.
You need that frequent of updates?
Of course I do. This concerns me as well.
All right, I can do that.
I gotta say, sometimes you have a hard time figuring out the simplest of things, Jessica. You're lucky you have me to keep you in line.
Okay.
I don't know how many times I have to tell you before it sinks in. I want to be kept in the loop with all important events. I expect you to call me. So whether you receive a package or make a decision on the house, you need to tell me about it.
Sorry. I don't think you're as clear as you think you are. You have very high expectations.
My expectations are black and white. Any idiot could follow them. When I say I want you to do something, I expect you to do it. I don't need a million excuses for why it can't be done. Just do it. Are you able to wrap your tiny little pea brain around that? Please don't make me remind you again.
I see.
Are you completely blind or something? Or am I using too big of words for you? You're such a pain. Even this conversation is infuriating. Nothing seems to register with you. You aren't doing yourself any favors. You should be more careful with how you present yourself.
I'm sorry.
You should have this figured out by now. What's it been, 7 years now since you two got married? This should have been addressed years ago without any intervention by me.
I see.
So, how about it? I'm still waiting, you realize.
Waiting for what? There's nothing new going on with the house.
I want to know what you thought about the gift. My God, please follow along.
Seriously? That's what this is about?
I didn't want to just know when it arrived. I already knew that. I wanted to know what you thought about it flavor-wise. I asked you to tell me the other day, then again today. How are you struggling with this?
I'm sorry.
I'm going to have to hold your hand through every little thing in life. Is there some reason you aren't telling me?
I did receive it. I opened the package. The fish had all sorts of mold and bacteria growing on it. The color was also completely off. It wasn't safe to eat. I'm sorry.
You're serious. You won't eat it. There was nothing wrong with it when I sent it.
I'm being serious.
Let me guess. When you got it, you didn't immediately put it in the freezer. I'm sure you just left it out on the countertop to spoil.
I opened the package as soon as it arrived. That was the state I found it in. There was no reason to put it in the fridge. It was beyond saving.
I can't believe it. That was an expensive piece of fish. There's no way it would have degraded that quickly.
Nothing lasts forever. It spent over 3 months in a fridge when its expiration date gave it 5 days at best. Then it spent another several days sitting in a box in a hot mailroom. If it wasn't completely spoiled before, that would have accelerated things.
I'm not buying it. Did you take a picture? I want proof.
I didn't think to take a picture. I put it in the trash this morning. The trash crew already came by and took our bags. Sorry, I can't provide any proof.
I can't believe this. Throwing away an expensive gift without even giving it a chance.
With all due respect, I'm just doing as you asked. You wanted me to give you a report on how the fish was, and I'm doing exactly that. Despite that, you're still mad at me.
Of course I am. I expected a report on how it tasted, not how it looked in your garbage bin.
I understand that, but you didn't give me much choice. Had you sent it 3 months ago, I might have been able to give you a better report.
You're unbelievable. I don't know what my James sees in a heartless woman like yourself.
I don't really understand why you feel that way.
For starters, I went out of my way to send you an expensive gift, and then you didn't even have the courtesy to try it or thank me for it. I won't send you a present ever again.
I'd actually quite appreciate it if that were true. A rotten piece of fish is hardly a suitable gift for anyone.
You would, huh? You're so ungrateful. Whatever, I get it. You couldn't discern a decent piece of fish from a rotten one. I shouldn't expect much from you, given your upbringing. You need some serious help. Someone needs to teach you some manners. It's been a while, Jessica. I just heard from James. He told me the house is completed.
Let me guess. You've been spam texting him until he responded?
I wonder. Sometimes you have to do what you have to do.
He told me he had over 50 texts from you. Not to mention the voicemails you left where you spend the entire time screaming.
Can you blame me? He's the one in the wrong for not responding to his own mother. None of my messages had red receipts on them. I thought something might have happened to him.
I know we've talked about this in the past. His office has a pretty strict policy on cell phone usage. And when he's out of the office, he's usually with clients. It would be rude if he was on his phone during those times. That's just the way it is.
He should quit. No one should put up with that.
More companies are starting to adopt similar policies. Phone usage can be a serious time waster in the office. He was told all about this before he signed with the company. It was part of his contract.
Who cares about that? When your mother calls, you answer. I can't believe I have to mention this again, but it seems you forgot to tell me about something important again.
What important thing did I forget to mention this time?
Why didn't you contact me when the house was done? You aren't giving me much notice to contact moving companies. The earliest I could find was for next week. I'll need help packing up my stuff, of course.
Why would you need to pack your stuff up?
My God, are you dense?
We already have our moving arranged. We've been packing our things up all week. Everything is in order. No need for you to help.
I wasn't offering to help. Besides, it's probably for the best you guys get settled first. I'm glad to hear you guys have everything arranged.
Of course. It makes sense we'd be moving into our own house.
Who is this we you keep mentioning? You're being rather vague.
We is James and I.
Why would you be moving in? Are you still in shock over hearing about the divorce? Or are you just that stupid that you didn't realize that being divorced means you won't be living together anymore?
Who's getting divorced?
You and James. Duh.
That's news to me.
Uh-oh. I guess I spilled the beans too soon. I'm shocked James has waited this long to tell you. That's actually pretty cruel of him. He got you all excited for this new house. He must be pretty pissed off, waiting until the last minute just to crush your spirits even further.
I have absolutely no idea what you are talking about.
I'm trying to explain it as simply as possible for you. James is divorcing you.
Why would he do that?
Why would he stay married to an idiot like you? He already found someone to replace you. Things have been moving along quickly between him and his boss's daughter. Hopefully she does a better job of listening when I talk to her. You'll still need to pack your bags, of course. You'll just need to find somewhere else to live.
His boss's daughter? I have no idea what the hell you are talking about.
It would be for the best if you got your stuff out now. Save yourself some dignity. Everything has already been decided. Don't cause my boy any more trouble. Just get your things and get out. No further conversation is necessary.
So you're saying that James is dating his boss's daughter?
That's correct. I'm glad you're finally able to keep up. Honestly, I must applaud him for keeping this all a secret for over 2 years now. You've just been excitedly packing, thinking you were going to move into that new house with him. How sad. Oh, this is all too much. You really are an idiot.
I haven't signed any divorce papers. Sorry to break it to you. James isn't dating anyone else as far as I'm aware either. He's never even mentioned his boss having a daughter before.
That's my boy. I never realized I raised him so well. He's better at hiding things than I thought. I wonder what he's kept hidden from me all these years. At the very least, you have to admit it's pretty impressive to orchestrate all of this behind your back.
Did he actually tell you this? Or are you just making it up to try to hurt my feelings?
He sure did. He told me everything word for word.
I see. I guess I'll find out more tonight when he gets home. I'll ask him directly to confirm whether any of this is true.
Good luck. I hope it's not too much for you. I know how much you hate confrontation. When you do hear the truth, just don't say anything to hurt my poor boy. You've caused him enough trouble. He doesn't deserve anything but the best. Just broach the subject carefully.
I appreciate the concern.
Mom? What the hell? I just got done talking to Jessica. Why would you tell her all that stuff?
I did it for your sake. I figured you didn't want to bring it up with her. Honestly, James, I can't believe you'd wait this long to tell her, though. You're so bad.
She told me you said I'm dating my boss's daughter. That is not true.
Why not? I thought we discussed this. We agreed that you would get rid of her at least. Then you were supposed to work on your boss's daughter. She is a much more suitable woman for you. I can't believe you didn't mention any of this to Jessica yet. Especially considering you're moving this week. Just how big of an idiot is she?
What? Where is all of this coming from? I never agreed to anything.
The last time we talked about the house, you mentioned you were building a 2-family home. You did that for me, right? You want me to live on the 1st floor. You and your boss's daughter can live on the 2nd floor.
I said that? That much is true. My salary alone isn't enough to build a home like that.
Right, and it's not like Jessica makes good money. She's just some random office assistant. So in order to afford a house like that, you needed to find funding from somewhere else. Your friend told you about your boss's daughter, how she's loaded and could easily help you out. So you've been working on her this whole time. You don't have to play dumb with me. I obviously approve of it since Jessica was never good enough for you.
I'm not sure what any of this has to do with me divorcing Jessica.
Well, Jessica's family is poor. She doesn't make enough to provide a meaningful contribution to your family income.
Can you stop talking about her that way?
Does it really matter anymore? Even if you tried, you wouldn't be able to milk anything out of her parents anyways. The most logical course of action would be for you to marry someone else. Someone that has a lot of money to begin with. Nothing beats a good sugar mama. Which is why you went through everything in the first place. That money is going to build us a wonderful home we can live in together.
Did you actually tell her all of that?
Why wouldn't I? It's the truth, isn't it? I mean, your boss is loaded. His daughter is around your age, too. It's the perfect fit. It's a match made in heaven.
You really let your imagination run wild with this one. I'll be blunt with you. I'm not divorcing Jessica. I'm not getting involved with my boss's daughter either. You said some really terrible things to Jessica, things I don't think I'll be able to forgive you for.
I didn't say anything that didn't need to be said. I know I'm right about this. Listen to your mother.
Where is this overconfidence coming from? That house is for me and Jessica. Apart from you, we are very happy together.
What are you talking about?
Just as I said, you're the only problem in our lives, and you are not moving into that house, by the way. We built the house with the intention of Jessica's parents living with us. They've been involved in the decision-making process with us this entire time.
Excuse me? You're going to live with them?
It's not my fault you jumped to conclusions on your own. I never once mentioned us living together before. I'm certain that Jessica never did either. So where is all of this coming from? Did you just assume that that was the case?
Why wouldn't I? When someone builds a two-family house, it's for the husband's side of the family to move in.
In what century exactly? Maybe this is my fault. I'm sorry I wasn't more clear about it before. However, you treat my wife like absolute garbage. Why do you think I'd force her to live with you? It obviously wouldn't work out. There's no way that you would get along. You had to have realized that, no?
Sure, if we bumped into each other, we might fight from time to time. Which is why I initially suggested having a third floor with one in between us. That way we could both live our own independent lives without needing to see each other.
Did you actually think that that would work? You can't live in the same house and not interact. I've got a meeting, I need to go. If you want more details, feel free to message Jessica. I'm sure she can fill you in.
Don't make me talk to her any more than I have to. She's such a pain to talk to. She never listens to me. I would much rather talk to you. Don't ignore me. Jessica?
It seems you talked to James. Looks like you had the wrong idea about everything. You weren't even close. This must be a rude awakening for you.
This is all your fault. You should have been more direct with me from the get-go. How many times have I told you to report to me?
I never mentioned us living together at any point. I had planned on explaining more in detail, but you never gave me an opportunity to do so. That's kind of how you are, though. Even if I did tell you, I'm pretty sure it would have gone right in one ear and out the other. You only hear what you want to hear, after all.
You didn't need to explain. I should be the one living with you. End of story. The husband's family always gets priority in these sorts of matters. There's unwritten rules about it. Tell your family to find somewhere else to live.
Sorry, I don't follow those unwritten rules. Having you live with us would be nothing but trouble. Neither of us would be happy, you know that. Despite that, I was open to having you live with us, but James is another matter. He would have never approved.
Why not? He loves me.
Are you sure about that? Can you really not think of a reason he wouldn't want to live with you?
Being vague has done nothing but cause us issues. Tell me why I'm not going to be living with you directly. I want all the details. Now!
All right, if you say so. Don't shoot the messenger, though. To begin with, the only reason we are building a two-family home is that we wanted my parents to live with us. They've been trying for years to get their own house fixed up, but it's honestly beyond repair. The house is too old. It really just needs to be torn down.
They're going to tear down the house. What are they doing with the land?
We used the land to build the new house. Since we already had a lot to build on, it reduced our expenses substantially. It's a pretty good-sized lot, too. My dad paid for half of the house. He'd been saving up in order to do some major renovations, but this worked out much better for all parties. He isn't that rich, though. Definitely not a company president.
I never heard about anything like that before. Why wouldn't James tell me?
Maybe he didn't want to. Regardless, I'm explaining everything now. Just listen. I don't think James even wanted to tell you about us building a new home in the first place.
Why not?
I think he knew how you'd react. Had he told you, you would have done your best to try and drive me away. He didn't want to put any unnecessary strain on our relationship.
I'd strain your relationship. How would I possibly do that?
For starters, you try to convince me that James and I were divorced. Not just that, you haven't been the most considerate towards me before. And that's me putting it lightly. For example, you sent me clearly rotten food and expected me to eat it. You went as far as demanding that I eat it. There's no way you didn't know it was spoiled. Was that some sort of joke? What else? How about how you're always calling me an idiot and telling me I'm not good enough for your James? Moving into a new home presented us with a new start. A start that didn't include receiving garbage in the mail and constant trouble from you.
You're calling that garbage?
Give it a rest. You know it was garbage. Neither of us are that stupid. Besides, the last thing either of us wants is for you to just come by uninvited.
I'm not allowed to see my own son. I'm his mother.
It's really a miracle that someone as nice as James came from a mother like you. They should study your family and try to figure out how that happened.
Why should I continue to listen to this constant drivel?
Don't worry, you won't have to for much longer. I'll wrap things up soon. James has every intention of breaking things off with you.
What did you say? My boy would never do that. Stop manipulating him.
Me? You've been nothing but trouble for James for as long as he can remember. You constantly bother him every day at work, and having a relationship with you makes his life miserable. What's in it for him other than constant stress? He's finally had enough of it. He's going to reclaim his life by getting rid of you. You'd think someone as smart as you could realize where your relationship was heading.
My James would never say anything like that. He loves me more than anything.
I respect him for trying all these years to keep you around. I respect him more, though, for recognizing that nothing will ever change between you two. Sometimes cutting things off is the best thing for a child. You've made his life hell for as long as he can remember. This new home finally presents him with an opportunity to finally break free.
I've made his life hell. I've been nothing but a loving, caring mother to him.
Do you actually believe that? You've never supported him. You've used your own child whenever it was convenient for you. You even spent his education fund on yourself. You'd steal from him when he was working part-time jobs to try to cover the money you initially took. He had to work twice as hard just to get on his feet thanks to you. You've never been the most responsible when it comes to your own money either. Why do you think he moved out the day he was legally able to? People who steal money from their own children really are the worst, don't you think?
Don't act like you understand anything. I had my reasons for doing what I did. I was out of work and a single mother. My son had extra income he wasn't using. I had to use what I had at my disposal.
Wow, that's how you justify it? I'm not sure what to expect from someone who gives away literal garbage as presents. I'll never understand you. How do you sleep at night? You'll never change. You'll continue to send me literal garbage in the mail and nagging James day in and day out, all while claiming to be a good mother? Do I need to say more? Or can you piece together why we don't want to live with you yet? Talk about nightmare fuel. Even the thought of living with you sends shivers down my spine.
None of that matters. I'm James' mother.
I appreciate you for giving birth to him. Beyond that, though, there's literally nothing to be grateful for. I'd appreciate it if you stopped contacting us. We don't want anything to do with you anymore.
You're just going to throw me away.
Yikes. You're really setting yourself up phrasing it like that. Regardless, things are going to change. James is going to switch his job. He's going to start working at our company and hopefully take over someday. The only way to make sure things proceed smoothly is by getting rid of our problem child.
Our company? You just said your dad wasn't a company president earlier yourself. Am I misremembering?
Saying he would carry it on is a bit misleading. I should have said he's going to jointly manage it.
Jointly manage? With who?
With me, of course. I'm not the daughter of a company president. I'm one better. I'm the president herself.
Since when?
3 years ago. It was originally started by my dad, but he retired and ended up training me as his replacement. He still sits on the board and helps out from time to time, but ultimately the company is mine. Which is why I said that my dad wasn't a company president.
I see. Technically speaking, you weren't lying.
James has always really fit in well with my family. My dad has always viewed him as his own son. He's considering switching family names and carrying on my family's legacy.
But he's my son. Is he trying to take him from me?
I didn't influence him at all. He came to the decision all on his own. Regardless, I've told you he wants to cut ties with you. He doesn't want you to be his mother anymore.
I can't believe it.
We never told you about my family in the past. Had you known, you would have just demanded that we give you money all the time. For the same reason, we never told you about me taking over my dad's company either. You've taken enough from James already. All of this was James's idea.
I wouldn't demand money. That's going too far.
Can you blame us for feeling that way? You spent most of your life stealing from your own child. It's only natural to assume you'd continue to do it had you known how much we were worth. I'm pretty sure that's all that needs to be said. I won't be taking further questions. Good luck with the rest of your life. Bye now.
We're not done talking here. Tell me your address at least. I'll send you guys a housewarming gift.
We'll pass on that, thanks. Leave us alone, please. We don't want anything to do with you. Okay, bye for real this time.
You can't just throw away a parent. That's unforgivable.
We all ended up moving into the new house together, except for Margaret, of course. As for Margaret, she continued to call James day and night. James was ready for that, though. He knew how she would react. All of her messages went unread and unheard. We never ended up sharing our new address with her, and so we finally stopped receiving her garbage in the mail. I guess she finally got the hint because the calls stopped as well. There's always a chance we bump into her in the future. If that happens, we won't let it affect us. We truly are happy now. I won't let anyone stand in the way of that happiness. Thank you for watching our video. If you liked it, be sure to hit the like and subscribe button. Thanks!
Hey, Ellie! Give me your boyfriend.
Excuse me?
I'm just asking you to be nice. Give him to me.
What? I don't get it. Is this some kind of joke?
My mom told me she heard a rumor that you're marrying a big shot rich guy.
I see that everyone around town still loves to spread rumors, huh? I guess that's the countryside for you. It's hard to keep secrets from your neighbors.
Obviously. Everyone knows about everyone else's business around here. Did you really think you could get married and have no one find out about it?
A little privacy once in a while would be nice.
Anyway, are you serious about not refusing?
Well,
You must be so excited. I hear he's absolutely loaded.
I'm not marrying him for his money, Olivia.
Yeah, sure. I totally believe you. Anyway, who's this mystery guy? What's his deal? With how fast word travels around town, you might as well spill the beans and tell me now. I'll find out either way.
He's Cornelius Lancaster, the sole heir of the Lancaster Empire of steel factories.
Wow, his name even sounds rich. Wait, Lancaster? That's the huge company that basically runs this town, isn't it? Their factories are all over the place. He's definitely loaded. I must have him.
No way.
Huh? You wouldn't turn down a favor from a childhood friend, would you? We practically grew up together. We're almost like sisters, Ellie.
I don't think anyone in the world would give you their fiancé just because you begged them to, Olivia.
How can you say no to these little puppy dog eyes? Don't you have a soul?
I can't see them over text. Besides, I'm not one of your dumb exes, Olivia. I know all about your little tricks. I think those fake little puppy dog eyes would have the opposite effect on women anyway.
You'd be surprised. Anyway, let's not get into the details, okay? Just give him to me.
No way!
Give him to me, give him to me, give him to me! Please? I'd be set for life if I married a guy like that.
No way! No matter how many times you beg me, I won't give him to you. Besides, if anything, that's not up to me to decide. He's a person, not property.
Remember when we were kids and you used to spoil me? You always gave me whatever I wanted.
Yeah, I remember. I used to give you stickers and candy so you wouldn't throw a tantrum and drive me crazy. We're 28 years old now, though, Olivia. Don't you think we're a little old for that? I can't give you everything you want just because we grew up together, you know.
Come on, Ellie! It's like back in the day when you used to give me all that candy. Just think of your fiancé as one of those pieces of candy and hand him over to me.
No way! Those are two completely different things. I'm not giving you my fiancé.
You can be so hard-headed sometimes. Do you really even like this guy that much? Aren't you just with him for all of that money? If it's the money you want, I'll share it with you if you let me have him instead.
What? Of course I love him, Olivia. We're getting married after all.
If that's true, then don't you think you should put more thought into what would make him happy?
Huh? What do you mean?
You have a plain face and broad shoulders and are flat as a board. How could you possibly think that you're fit to be with the son of a huge company like that? He'll eventually get bored of you and throw you away, and then we'd lose all that money. If he's with a hottie like me, we'd be set for life.
I told you that I'm not with him because of the money. Anyway, that was really rude of you, Olivia. If that's all you wanted to say, could you leave me alone now? I've got things to do.
I'm just being honest, Ellie. Think about it. Unlike you, I'm a beautiful woman with a model's body. I'm the total package. Don't you think I'd be the perfect woman for a guy like him? I certainly look the part more than you, don't you think?
Since we were little, you've always had so much confidence because of your good looks. It looks like all of that praise has gone to your head, though.
Face it, your fiancé would be happier if he married me.
He doesn't care about looks, Olivia. Unlike you, he's not vapid and shallow. He loves me for me.
Do you really think he loves you? Don't be so naive, Ellie. I bet he says that he likes how kind you are and that you're an amazing cook or something like that. Right?
He did say something like that, but
I hate to break it to you, but all men are the same, Ellie. Fragile love like that will be obliterated in an instant when faced with my beauty. I've seen it so many times before, you know.
Are you a bad guy in some cheesy rom-com now? Where do you get the confidence to say all of that with a straight face?
Shut up! You know it's true. Men can't resist me. Remember those times in high school when men used you and tried to get closer to you to meet me? All men care about is a pretty face.
Do you really think that you can just bat your eyes at anyone and they'll fall for you? There's more to life than looks, Olivia. Sorry, but he's not like any of the men you've managed to wrap around your little fingers. He's a good man.
Nope. Deep down, you know all men are the same. He'll leave you as soon as he sees a prettier face. Maybe I should just try to meet his mother. I bet that turbo hag would be shocked by my beauty and beg me to marry her son.
I've always hated when you talk like this.
I'm your childhood friend, and you didn't introduce me to him or even invite me to your wedding. That really hurts, Ellie. You were probably scared I was gonna steal him from you, huh?
Get over yourself. Why would I ever invite you to anything? You've always called me ugly and stupid. All my life, you've done nothing but try to make me feel bad about myself.
Did I really say stuff like that? You know I was just joking. Right, Ellie?
You've been saying those things to me since we were in preschool all the way until we started living on our own in college. Are you seriously trying to tell me you don't remember doing any of that?
Don't you think it's a little petty to be holding a grudge over every little thing like that, Ellie? It's not healthy, you know.
If anyone's the bad guy here, it's you, Olivia.
Ugh, gross. Come on. This is what I'm talking about. Why do you have to be so petty? You've got a real mean streak to you. Do you know that? Frankly, it's a bit unsightly to me, so you need to do something about it. Oh, I know. As an apology for your rude behavior, let's have you give me your fiancé as a present.
This isn't funny. First of all, it's not even up to me to decide if I should give him to you or not. He is his own man, and he can make his own decisions. If he wants to marry me, then we should respect his feelings, Olivia.
And by respecting his feelings, you mean that he's all yours, huh?
He would never choose you.
Oh, and why is that, huh? What makes you so confident that he wouldn't choose a bombshell like me over someone who's plain looking like you? So many men have chosen me over you before.
We've been together for 8 years. We've built a lot of trust in our relationship while we've been together.
Like I told you before, Ellie, my pretty little face is the only thing I'll need to destroy that trust you speak of.
You really sound like a bad guy from some cheesy rom-com, Olivia. I love it!
Whatever. You and I both know that I'm the wife a man like that deserves. If you get that, just give him to me and disappear.
No way. Not gonna happen.
You still don't get it after all this? You don't deserve a man like that, Ellie. Fine. Since you want to be stubborn like that, it looks like I'm going to have to do things the hard way.
What are you talking about?
You'll see for yourself when the time is right. Just remember, I was trying to be nice. Enjoy your little Cinderella story while you can, Ellie. I'll be taking the lead part from you before you know it.
Hi there. I'm Ellie, and I'm 28 years old. I met my boyfriend, Cornelius, while I was in college. We were both enrolled in the same seminar and were assigned together for a group project. It turned out we shared the same hometown, and we had a lot of fun conversations about some of the things we missed back home. We really bonded during that time and eventually began dating. Oh, and I'm happy to announce that we're finally getting married after dating for 8 years. I had no idea that he was rich because he never really talked about it. In fact, I didn't find out about this until the day after he proposed to me. To be honest, I'm just happy to be marrying the man I love. I'm so excited. Well, I would be if I didn't have this one little problem. Olivia, my childhood friend and former neighbor, is currently trying to steal my fiancé from me. For as long as I can remember, she's always belittled me and made me feel bad about a lot of things about myself. I've always had low self-esteem because of the way she treated me. Even since we were kids, if I ever tried to say no to her, she'd always cry and scream until she got her way. She's always been difficult to manage. Since our houses were located right next to each other, it was basically impossible to avoid her. I didn't want to cause any problems in the neighborhood, so I didn't talk about my problems with her with my parents. Because of that, I used to give Olivia anything she wanted and did whatever she asked until I left home to go to college. I never expected her to ask for my fiancé as well. Of course, there's no way I would ever agree to such a crazy demand. There has to be a limit to how selfish someone can be, after all. I wonder what she's planning, though. Whatever it is, I just know that Olivia's definitely up to no good. I knew she'd do something crazy, but what she did surpassed my wildest imagination.
It looks like instead of getting married on your wedding day, you'll be going through a divorce instead.
Huh? What are you on about now, Olivia?
I just had the most wonderful time with your husband in the restroom. He's quite the passionate lover.
Did you hit your head or something? You should go to the hospital and get yourself checked out.
Aw, poor Ellie. It looks like you're trying to escape from reality, huh?
We're having the reception, so I don't have time for your little games right now, Olivia.
Oh, I'm dead serious. I just gave your husband the time of his life in the restroom.
That's not possible. You didn't come to the wedding, remember? You weren't invited.
I was there. I guess you must not have seen this hottie of a wedding crasher walking around the venue then.
That's not possible. I would have seen you.
When your husband was leaving the reception hall, my bright red dress caught his attention. And, well, you know the rest. He charged at me like a bull when I flipped my skirt. I felt like a matador. He couldn't keep his hands off of me.
What are you, a bullfighter now?
I feel like one. With how much fun we've had, he's definitely mine now. You should have heard how excited he was.
Stop lying, Olivia. This isn't funny.
I'm telling the truth. Did you really think I wouldn't find out about your wedding? All the old ladies around town love to spread rumors, so I found out right away. It was actually way easier than I thought it was gonna be. Everyone in town was so surprised. Nobody thought a weirdo like you was ever going to get married. It looks like you have a pretty bad reputation back home, Ellie.
Oh, I see. So that's how you found out.
So do you finally believe me?
Yeah. I hear you loud and clear. I know exactly what you did.
I crashed the wedding and got freaky with your husband. Sorry, but he's mine now.
You're disgusting.
Your husband said he'd end things with you right away today without causing any problems.
There's no way that could be possible, though, you know?
What? You don't believe me? After you accept the truth, are you going to announce your divorce at the reception and let me have him? I mean, he's already mine, you know?
I don't know about that. Anyway, where are you right now, Olivia?
I'm in the restroom at that fancy bar downtown where you guys are holding the reception. He told me to stay here because he wanted to come back later and have some more fun.
Okay. Just stay right there.
Oh, wow! Are you seriously giving him to me? Finally! It's about time you came to your senses. I'm the one who should be getting the fairy tale ending, not you. It's time for you to step aside and give me your man. The lead role is now mine.
I don't know about all that. Anyway, just stay put for now.
Okay. I'll be waiting for your man to come for me when he dumps you. Hey! How long are you gonna keep me waiting in here, huh? Where is he?
Huh? Oh, sorry about that. I was having too much fun at the reception and didn't notice you were calling me.
Huh? I thought I told you to give up the lead role and give me your man.
I'm pretty sure I said I don't know about doing all of that. I just got married today, and I'm trying to enjoy my big day, okay? Anyway, if you don't hear from me, I probably decided to ignore you to continue having fun at my party. Okay?
I feel like you're treating this like it's someone else's problem. I just stole your husband, remember? Are you drunk or something?
I've been having so much fun. I guess I may have gotten a little tipsy.
How are you having fun right now? Do I have to remind you that your husband cheated on you at the reception of your wedding? You're breaking up, Ellie.
Breaking up? Whether or not they break up is up to his real wife, not me. It's none of my business, to be honest.
Huh? His real life? What are you talking about?
Oh, how should I say this? That man you slept with wasn't my husband.
All right, cut it out. I know that you're in shock and all from having your man stolen from you like that, but you need to stop lying to me.
Oh, really? First of all, our wedding was held at his vacation house out in the countryside. We wanted to have a cozy and intimate setting for our wedding.
What?
Well, I said it's a house, but it's huge. It feels more like a castle, to be honest.
That's a lie. I know that you had your wedding at that big church downtown, and you're having your reception at a fancy bar near there, too.
Nope, wrong again. We had our ceremony at a cute little church in the woods near his vacation house. The place looked so magical.
Wow. It's like he came straight out of a fairy tale.
I know, right? See? I told you that you didn't come to our ceremony.
Wait, so then whose wedding did I go to?
That must have been Haley's wedding. She's Mr. Smith's daughter.
Huh? Who the hell is that?
Oh, she's the youngest daughter of our neighborhood's homeowners association president, Mr. Smith.
Is it possible that I'm famous in the neighborhood for always falling for some good-for-nothing scumbag?
Yep. Everybody in the neighborhood loves to talk about your love life. It looks like you've got a lot of bad information, huh?
What's the meaning of this, huh?
It looks like since my wedding and Haley's happened to be on the same day, the information got mixed up when the news was spreading around town.
You've got to be kidding me.
Since you first messaged me, I've been extremely careful when I planned my wedding. I had to make sure that none of the details were leaked so that you wouldn't find out about it. I had to make sure that most of the folks back home didn't know about all of the details, too. You know how fast word around town gets, after all. I even had to wait to tell my parents until the day of the wedding because my mom would tell your mom the news right away.
That's impossible. Wait, now that I think about it, sometimes the rumors that go around town are a bit off the mark, aren't they?
Yeah, it's like a game of telephone where some of the details get messed up as the message gets passed around.
I guess you're really telling me the truth then, huh?
Duh. So even knowing that you still believed some rumor that went around town without doing proper research?
No way! How could they just spread misinformation like that? It's a wedding, for crying out loud.
Well, we just happened to schedule our wedding on the same day, so maybe it was just a coincidence.
That I just slept with some guy who had nothing to do with all of this?
I guess so, huh? So do you finally understand what's going on now?
Then who the hell did I sleep with?
Apparently, he's a deadbeat who can't hold down a job with a pretty bad gambling addiction. He lived at home for the past 38 years and even has his mom still do everything for him.
No way. Did I really just sleep with a deadbeat mama's boy? This old guy probably doesn't even have any money.
Sounds like you've got yourself a real winner there, Olivia. I guess the rumors were true after all. You've only been interested in good-for-nothing guys like that. It looks like you have a type.
Do you think this is funny, Ellie?
Actually, I do. Well, anyway, I think it's important to acknowledge that you've had relations with him and take some accountability for it.
Huh?
Aren't you going to marry this guy and pay his wife back for all the damage you caused to her life?
Stop messing around, Ellie. Who would get married to that loser? I don't even know this guy's name. I thought he was your husband.
Well, his name is Reggie, and he's been telling everyone that you two were going to get married, you know? Well, at least that's what I've heard.
What?
As soon as you messaged me about stealing my man, I thought you must have mistaken Haley's wedding for ours, so I contacted her. There was no way we would have allowed you at our wedding after all.
Why would you do something unnecessary like that?
Because I didn't want you to ruin her wedding either. Well, actually, you might have done her a huge favor. She dodged a bullet because of you. Anyway, when she questioned her husband, he confessed and said he wanted to marry you.
Nope. No way. There's no way in hell I would ever marry a guy like that.
Well, that's not what I've heard. I just called him again, and he said that he's already making plans to change everything so that he can marry you instead.
No way.
You told him you wanted to marry him too while you were making love. I guess all I can say is, congratulations!
I was joking, of course. I didn't mean it. I've never heard of a wedding where the bride changes in the middle of the ceremony. Have you? No way. I'm not doing it.
You'll be fine. Probably.
Nope. That's crazy talk. I just slept with somebody's husband right after they got married. If I were to go out there and get married to him right now, it'd be like jumping into shark-infested waters. They'd eat me alive out there.
Well, actually, you might have done her a huge favor. She dodged a bullet because of you.
Has everyone lost their minds? What are they thinking?
I think it's pretty crazy too, to be honest.
I need to get out of here right away. These people are crazy.
Oh, by the way, I've already told Haley where you are, so there's no point in trying to run away.
Why would you do that?
Oh, that's right. I'm sending you a flattering screenshot of your loot, Olivia. You worked really hard to steal him, so there's no point in trying to weasel your way out of this.
Oh, God. You're way too smart. You're like some sort of evil genius.
You're flattering me. Anyway, you need to pay Haley the amount she spent on the wedding, and she'll be wishing you good luck for your future with her ex-husband.
Stop messing around. I'm going to your reception right now.
Sorry, but you can't. You don't have an invite after all. Why would you even want to come over here anyway?
Do I really have to say this again? I'm coming over to steal your husband away from you, of course.
Are you really still talking about that? With everything that's going on right now, do you think that's still possible?
There's not a man in the world who wouldn't fall head over heels for me with my body. Once I steal your husband and make him mine, all of my problems will be solved. I can repay the wedding expenses with his money. And more importantly, I wouldn't be marrying a total loser.
Sorry, but it looks like that's going to be impossible for you.
Oh, yeah? What makes you so sure that I won't be able to steal your man? I've stolen so many before.
Well, the thing is, my husband has a fetish for women with broad shoulders.
What?
He says that he likes women with moderately broad shoulders that seem to wrap around him when they embrace. It makes him feel safe.
What kind of weird fetish is that? How could he not fall for a 1 in a million beauty like me?
There are all kinds of people in this world, Olivia. Everybody finds beauty in different things. Of course, that's not the only reason he proposed to me. He said he liked everything about me, including my broad shoulders. He says I'm kind and sweet and loves how I think about things, too. He always likes to ask about my perspective on things.
Don't talk so lovey-dovey in front of me.
I can't help it. I'm just so happy. It's my wedding day, after all.
Shut up!
Well, I was just explaining that it would be pointless for you to come over here and try to take him from me.
Are you saying my plan was doomed to fail from the very beginning?
Yep. I'm so sorry about that.
Why would you go and waste my time like this, then?
Excuse me? I didn't do anything. I didn't make you crash someone's wedding and sleep with the groom, did I? You did all of that on your own, Olivia.
This wouldn't have happened if you hadn't married a rich man with weird hobbies. Only a freak would ever choose you over me. This is all your fault.
Those are quite the accusations you're making. Besides, don't you think you should be worrying about other things than trying to insult me right now?
Huh? What are you talking about? Oh my God, someone just walked into the bathroom.
It looks like Mr. Smith's wife came to pick you up after getting everything ready. You'll be making things right with them since you ruined their daughter's wedding, after all.
No way. This is crazy. I can't marry him.
Why don't you try and flail your arms and legs and show him one of your legendary tantrums?
What would that do?
If you act like a spoiled brat and throw a tantrum like you used to back when we were kids, he might get repulsed by your behavior and not want to marry you anymore. I think that would work, don't you?
Stop joking around!
I guess you could always give up then. You are kind of getting what you deserve after all.
I don't want to get married to this loser in front of all of these people. This is so embarrassing. I just know that everyone is going to be talking about this behind my back later.
After that, Haley's mother managed to catch Olivia. The new bride-to-be was led down the aisle in her bright red dress for her wedding ceremony. It turns out Olivia's parents were also there at that wedding, too. I heard that they called her a disgrace and even disowned her. They must have been really mad at her. I wonder who could have called them. Reggie asked Olivia to marry her on the spot, and although she resisted at first, the pressure from those around her was just too much for her to bear. In the end, she ended up marrying him. Since the newlywed couple had nowhere else to go, they moved to a farm owned by Haley's family. Since the newlywed couple had no money, Haley had to cover all of the bills for them on their behalf on the condition that they pay her back. It looks like they won't be able to get divorced until everything is paid off. After that, Olivia and the no-good man have been earning money to pay back Haley while being covered in cow manure. It seems like they are being treated as if they are just minimum wage part-time workers. After factoring in the cost of living in their home, I calculated that they're left with a tiny amount of money to use for themselves. To be honest, I'm not sure when they'll be able to finish paying back Haley. Haley seems to be in a steady relationship with a man whom her parents introduced to her on a blind date. Oh, and of course, I'm enjoying my newlywed life with my husband. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please press the like button and subscribe to our channel. See you next time.